Good morning, Macam Cabby here. The Friday feeling is here. How are we all doing? So then, Sunderland away to Coventry City. It just sends a chill saying that, doesn't it? Coventry City, whether it's home or away. Am I confident with this one? Absolutely not. A, because it's our bogey team, and B, if we play like we have the last couple of games at the stadium, like against Coventry, then they'll wipe the floor with us. They'll simply wipe the floor with us. I know people are saying, "Oh, hey, Cabby, be a bit optimistic, are you, man?" But I keep trying to be optimistic, but the team's performances just keep letting me down. It's laboured and it's like, it's just hard work. Now, I know Coventry, they lost against Derby, and it happens, as we all well know. But, and I tell you what, if anybody screams for 4-4-2 again, and that was evidence, that Preston game, that it doesn't work with Sunderland, it doesn't suit our play, because it just did not work. We all know Coventry City's been the in-form team in the Championship, but it just depends what mentality the team turn up. Me, I think the best we can hope for is a draw. And as I've said before, I think the team's already declared that the fact that it is the playoffs. And I think that's why the intensity isn't as there as much, because I know it's wrong, but it's like in their heads the top two's gone. Which is really frustrating, because I mean the opportunity was there to close the gap a little bit, because Burnley and Sheffield United dropped 2 points, but we just can't put wins together, a few wins together. So at the best I would say a point, which I would take down there, like, to be honest with you. I would take a point down there. But I don't know, I just want to see a decent performance, but it seems to have been a while, doesn't it? It seems to have been a while. And I'm mostly disappointed in especially like our midfield. It's like we just seem so disjointed, didn't we? In midfield. Like, it's missing, something not working right. I don't know whether you lot are seeing that, but I mean, the last few Sunderland supporters, it's just something not quite right. There's something missing. Something missing. It's not entertaining football, and we all keep going on about the atmosphere at the stadium. Like, that's the reason why. But as we know, Coventry's last game, they are beatable. I say anybody's beatable in this division. But I would love to beat Coventry, because no disrespect to Coventry, because they're a big club, big fan base. I didn't want them in the playoffs for obvious reasons. So it's the case of just going through the motions now, isn't it, until the end of the season. Let's wipe this camera. Dirty, is that better? There we go. We're just going through the motions now, aren't we? It's kind of a strange sort of feeling, like when the top two sort of looks as if it is wrapped up. I was optimistic against Preston, thinking, like, you know, I says, I'm quietly confident that we'll do well tonight, and we didn't. It was a dreadful performance. So yeah, I just think it's going to be laboured from now till the end of the season. I don't think you're going to see any pretty performances from Sunderland. Whether they've been told to take the foot off the gas and save themselves for the playoffs, I don't know. We still don't know what's happening with Jayden Danns. That's still up in arms. Still a bit of a white elephant. Who's going to start? Is it going to be Isidore Miyenda? Because I don't think they'll be playing up front again together. It just didn't seem to work right at all against Preston. So my predictions, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. And it's another point to secure into the playoffs, because that's what all we're going to hope for this season so far is the playoffs. Of course, with Leeds beating Millwall 2-0, it's not going to happen. And I know it's not mathematically impossible, but it's just what Sunderland have got to do to catch them up, and it's just not going to happen. We're not capable of putting wins together, 4 or 5 wins together. We just can't do it. So I'll be happy with a point. Like I say, it gets us a point nearer, doesn't it? And I'd like to say, I just think it's going to be a laboured performance, very similar to the Preston game. We're going to make hard work of things, because that's the way we seem to be playing at the minute. But I would be happy with a point coming away from Coventry. I'll take that. And we're just going to have to see who's going to be joining us in the playoffs. I'm confident we will be in the playoffs. We are good enough for the playoffs. But it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be joining us, because Coventry are not guaranteed in there. You know, that's very, very close. And let's just see what happens, like, you know. But like I say, am I quietly confident? No. no, the way they're playing. The way Sunderland are playing, I'm not. But oh well, lads, just try your best. We'll just come away with something. And don't forget, join us tonight is the Mackham, Cabby and Davey show with Richie. And we'll see you tonight, 8 till 9. See you later.